We all know ChatGPT can do anything. Write me a book, file my taxes. Even last episode, it ran a business. So I thought to myself, let's try to break it. What better way to do that than play a country that doesn't even exist? That's right, we're playing as China.
But Chummp, China's so easy. It's number 1 already.
We're playing as the real China. Yeah, this video is probably gonna be banned in China. So if you've never seen any one of my videos, first off, what's wrong with you? Go watch them. Secondly, let me explain to you how this works. So we take our smart friend ChatGPT and it roleplays as the leader we're playing. Is the leader a landowner? Well, it'll be more traditionalist. Is he jingoist? Well, he's gonna go fight people more. Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that, but this is fine for now. Once again, our story begins in 1836. Taiwan is a newly created Chinese puppet under the rulership of this guy. Kansas. Canis. Turns out he's not actually Chinese, but we're just gonna roll with it. Everyone knows Taiwan is the real China. And cut. Hopefully everybody knows that's a joke and my social rating doesn't go down. In the beginning, Taiwan began as a puppet to the Qing. This meant we shared everything. To Prince Canis, this was humiliating. To begin, we needed to tell ChatGPT exactly what was going on. Make Taiwan great. Make China great again too. Your own. I won't read what ChatGPT said because it's a long one, but I'll just summarize it for us. The prince's grand vision for Taiwan is independence. In order to do so, he will modernize and industrialize Taiwan. Not only that, but the prince also called for social reforms. Gradual cultural reforms to modernize and appeal to the younger generation. Aware of the threat the Chinese posed, the prince immediately pushed for a professional army. Next, he ordered the construction of the first textile mill of many. Now the reasoning behind this was kinda smart. Once we declared independence, China would no longer have access to our resources. So ChatGPT wanted to create so many things that it would cripple the Chinese economy. But as we were scheming against our overlords, fate threw a wrench in our plans. Oh my gosh, look. Oh, take treaty port in South China. Due to the ban of opium in China, Great Britain wanted to open up their trade. And thus, the first opium wars were upon us. The threat of the British invading Taiwan was enough to enact a professional army. Here we are, we have one dude. But this wasn't our war to fight. If anything, this was good for us. Perhaps this battle of titans would see our independence granted. We're ready to navally invade Beijing. What is happening? With the help of the Indians, the British broke straight through the Himalaya mountains within a matter of months. While thousands of Chinese, British, and Indian soldiers died on the front lines, we had other things back at home to worry about. Focusing on industries like silk and porcelain, where Taiwan has a competitive advantage, it sets up the stage for economic disruption. Okay. So we want to do porcelain, textiles, and food industries. Not long after, our first textile mills were constructed, but we had a shortage of silk. This was strange considering how cheap it was in the Qing market. 0% market access price. What? And then we discovered the truth. You see those ships, Lin? The British have blocked our path. No food or supplies can get through.
Why won't China help us, Baba?
I don't know, Lin. I don't know. Even though no Taiwanese soldiers were fighting, we were still a puppet of China. The massive royal fleet was blockading us. Every single one of our industries began to shut down. No resources in, no resources out. We could not afford anything, and soon the people began to starve.
Baba, I'm hungry.
This is all we have left, Lin.
But Baba, you need to eat too.
No, don't worry about me. You're growing. You need it more than I do. The war that we thought would bring salvation brought destruction.
We went to the shore and we all threw rocks at the... Baba! Baba? Baba, stop. It's not funny. Baba! Baba? Baba, please. Baba!
As the British swept across China, the blockade of Taiwan remained. It was only a matter of time before the Chinese lost, but it was already too late. Our people were angry, but not at the British, at the Chinese, because they did not come to help. Slowly but surely, resources were coming back to Taiwan. The next few years was a time of rebuilding. Okay, there we go. Yep, we're making money now. Soon after the war, the first glassworks was constructed, where we focused on porcelain production. Ooh, #1 glassworks in the world. That's nice, that's nice. It's like the Qing loves glassworks, huh? With the productivity of our glassworks, we expanded more. Next, our first food industries were built. After starving so long, the people of Taiwan didn't even know what groceries were. But as job security continued to rise, more and more people decided to try out this grocery thing. Rebuilding was a long and strenuous process. It required blood, sweat, tears. But the people of Taiwan were tireless. Too long have they been at the mercy of others. Day by day, little by little, they expanded their economy. Thousands of jobs were being created every single month. Never before in Taiwanese history has the GDP shot this high. On the other side, the prince was continuing to modernize the army. We were hit hard, cast into a pit by the Chinese. But we climbed out, and we knew we could face anything. Well, almost anything. Oh my gosh, I have never seen this happen before. I don't think so. What? Maybe I haven't played enough games in Asia or haven't paid attention. Once again, our overlords were at war, but this time with themselves. That is actually crazy. Honestly, I hope China loses. Once again, hundreds of thousands of Chinese soldiers prepared for war. Many of them would not return. Yeah, we are being affected by this war. Unfortunately, a lot of the resources that Qing used to provide were now in the lands of the Heavenly Kingdom. Okay, war has broken out. What could go wrong? An ominous storm raged across China. The fighting on both sides was fierce. Thousands died in the first few hours. But this was a price to pay for independence. Oh, they're losing! China is getting destroyed by these guys. Farmers versus farmers. Somehow, nearly outnumbered 2-1, the Heavenly Kingdom was beating back the Qing. Battle after battle, our overlords lost. Was this time for our uprising too? Wait, what? This war is to conquer me. As much as we hated the Qing, they at least let us live. The same could not be said for the rebels. Eventually, the Qing began to push the rebels back, but now Britain was invading China again. Oh man, this game is such a mess. Now China was being double teamed, and if they lost, well, we would lose too. China is getting pieced apart. Holy smokes. And suddenly, the British ships were back. Oh my gosh, we are isolated from the Qing market. All of our hard work over the years was being smashed to pieces. Oh my gosh, Britain is killing these fools while we suffer. We suffer. This blockade was an echo to our past. Day by day, more homeless filled the streets. The people once again grew angry, reminded of memories of not too long ago. Okay, now there's peace. There's peace in our time. Oh, look at this. I'm scared. But the Chinese war continued to rage. And not only that, we were still blockaded by the Heavenly Kingdom. Off of the island. What do we do? But we were at the mercy of the Heavenly Kingdom. With no boats, we could not go out to fight them. Oh, they're still fighting, bro. Why is their war support not going down? Dude, are you serious? Half your country is being occupied. Even in the face of great odds, the Heavenly Kingdom was unyielding, but their numbers were dwindling. It was only a matter of time before— Wait, what? They white-pieced out! They white-pieced! And just like that, the war was over. Now we had to deal with another fake China. Oh my, look at this now! The rebellion's having a rebellion. And this is China for you. Now that we had peace, the prince ordered the construction of a navy. Get blockaded once, shame on you. Get blockaded twice, shame on me. Oh, there was plenty of shame to go around. In fact, many things were changing in the country. The leader is a communist. We're communist China. What, and now there's a coup happening? We're communist China. Oh my gosh, this is disgusting. Oh hey, look at that. With all the turmoil in the mainland, the prince saw an opportunity to come to Taiwan. The short answer was yes. In the meantime, we continued to rebuild after the war. The people were living nicely. Look at this. Look at our standard of living. It shot up after we passed homesteading, as opposed to the Qing 7.7. Even if you're discriminated, you'll live nicely over here. Hopefully. And while our economy was booming, this happened. Oh my... What happened? Well, I honestly don't even know what to do right now. For like the 100th time now, we needed to rebuild. Because, this is bad. Sure, we were independent now. No. But it was worse than we imagined. Oh my gosh, look at all our grain. And so, with some smartly placed trades, we began to reverse the damages. China was in shatters, but we would not fall. In a short time, our economy recovered. Taiwan would come out on top. But not just economically. Over the next few months, we rapidly expanded our military. Today is February 1st, 1871. This message is being broadcast all around the world. For too long have they treated us like dirt. We are the real Chinese. We are coming home. Sir, the Russians will come to the aid of the Chinese. Carry on.
We have prepared our whole lives for this, men.
The forces in Beijing were no match for our troops. Within days, we secured a foothold. By the end of the month, Beijing was ours. But speeding towards us from halfway across the world was the Royal Russian fleet. It was a race against the clock. Would the cowardly Qing surrender before the Russians arrived, or were we doomed to fail? 41 ships. You have to hold, men. We must hold fast. The Russians are coming. Oh no! The Russians are arriving! Oh no! Yo, this is intense. We shall never surrender. Oh no. Once again, Taiwan has been blockaded. And like all the other times, we could do nothing. Day and night, the Russians bombarded Taipei. There was nowhere safe as the Navy surrounded the entire island. The entire island went up in smoke and flame. Thousands died. Those remaining cried out to the prince, "Seize this war! Stop it!" "No! The Russians! The Russians are here!" In one last attempt, our navy went out to fight them. They were no match. The ghost Russians. "Sir, they demand our surrender." Within a matter of days, the Russians occupy Taiwan. The island of ash and dust mourns, and the prince, ChatGPT, the true emperor of China, is executed. Before you go, let me say thank you so much for watching this, and thank you so much for 100 subscribers. These videos take so much work, so if you liked it, leave a like and subscribe. Now watch this video.